So when it comes to illegal migrants, it's a well-known fact that they get a lot of free stuff. But not only do they get things like the hotel room and their broadband completely paid for, they also get their food completely free as well. But make no mistake, just because they get their food for free, you know that they're gonna complain about it. Because I just stumbled across this on Twitter, right? And I'm not gonna put the name out there. But it says that this was the breakfast at the Urban House Initial Accommodation Centre in Wakefield. And it says that this was the breakfast until the residents organised and complained. And look, no one said that this was meant to be the perfect meal ever. But I really don't see what they've got to complain about. But it is completely free of charge. Like, nobody said that they were going to get Michelin star food. Quite frankly, they're not Michelin star migrants. So when they get a jam sandwich, because they're not British, they start to absolutely throw their toys out the pram. Because make no mistake, like I said, this is completely free. I don't want to speak for yourself, right? But I can't remember the last time that someone gave you a free sandwich. Come to think about it, to be fair, you don't even get free samples in shops these days. Like, I'm sure you remember back in the day, you go to places like Tesco and Asda. They'd give you free stuff, like, you know, like a square of cheese on a toothpick, things like that. We don't even get that free. All of the food that I got to pay for myself. And chances are it's the same with you as well. And like I said, I know it's not the best meal in the world. I mean, that is, as sandwiches go, right? It's not the best looking sandwich in the world. I mean, first of all, the ratios are completely off. I mean, I really like butter and I really like jam. But I kind of feel, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I kind of feel like they've got a little bit too much butter to jam. And also, they've given them a spoon to spread it. If they want to complain about anything, I'd say complain about that. But again, it is completely... Like, if someone knocked on my door now, I probably wouldn't eat food from strangers. But if someone knocked on my door now and just offered me a free sandwich, first of all, I'd be pretty shocked because that never happens. But second of all, you know, I'd be pretty appreciative. Someone's just given me some free stuff. So I'd like to think that I'd find it in my heart to actually, you know, appreciate it, rather than just band together and complain. But it does go on to say that Mears Group were paid £1.15 billion, and that was for the 2019 asylum accommodation contract. This is an up-to-date photo as well, by the way. I think he was just pulling an old stat, but this is an up-to-date photo. But he says, where did that money go? And he put not on food, clearly. And I do kind of have to agree with him here, because if they've got over £1 billion on this budget, and they're only giving them a one-slice sandwich, like I said, I think the money's just gone into the pockets of the company owners, which that's a problem in itself, and I really hope that they put an end to that. But like I said, to complain about a sandwich when there are other people out, like, genuinely, I know it's a cliche point to make, but there are people on the streets now who would love a free sandwich, but they don't get that treatment. And you know if they got that sandwich, you know they wouldn't complain about it. Not to mention the free room that these migrants are getting as well. And the thing to remember, right, is that if they don't like this food, they can go to Tesco. They could go to Asda. I mean, you always see them in Asda. But they could even go to Morrison's as well. Like, they got access to the same shops that you do. Like, they if they really wanted a second slice, they could go out and buy a second slice. But they don't. They're just going to have to settle for this free food. But let me know what you think. Do you think that this is good for free? I think it's good for free. I mean, they're not having to pay a single penny for it. And they don't even have to do the dishes as well. Or alternatively, do you think that it's cost effective to just give them luxury food at every corner? On second thoughts, I don't want to give the government any ideas. But whilst we're trying to save our country, have a look at this video where Keir Starmer is trying to ruin it. So, thank you for becoming one of the 35,240 subscribers. Thank you to the channel members, and thank you for checking out this video on screen.
This country has gone crazy.